Did you hear something?
Must have left the TV on.
No, it's me, down here.
Oh, look. It's a tiny middle-aged woman.
Isn't that the one that wants to marry our son?
Yes, it's me.
Well, we need to know a little something about you.
Of course, what?
Are you a virgin?
I have 2 children.
You're divorced?
Yes.
Why? What's wrong with you?
Nothing, I swear.
Do you have a job?
Well, I have my own business.
Bob's last fiancée put herself through law school working as a model.
What last fiancé?
Is that your real hair color?
Almost.
What's the square root of 68?
I don't know, 8 something.
I don't think she's good enough.
No, definitely not good enough.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough.
Wait, please, give me a chance, please, please. What? Oh, I dreamt I met Bob's parents.
Oh, and they wanted to move in with you right after the wedding?
Worse, they hate me.
Allie, only his dream parents hate you. His real parents are gonna love you. Look at Charles's parents. They couldn't wait for you two to get married.
Yeah, that time it was my mother who didn't think I was good enough.
This time, we don't have time for your bad self-image. Come on, we gotta buy 200 favors, make 500 canopies, and pick up our costumes for the party tonight.
Why did we agree to cater a theme party the same week as my wedding?
To pay for the reception?
Maybe we should ask Bob to chip in. Sportscasters make more than caterers.
We could, but traditionally it is the bride who gets stuck with the bill.
Well, it didn't have to be so lavish.
If we hadn't taken this job, you would have been serving your guests ginger ale, and you would have been cutting the wedding Twinkie.
Well, at least it gets me out of having to meet Bob's parents at the airport under the fluorescent lights, which add 5 years to your face.
You keep forgetting. You're terrific.
You keep forgetting they're from Boston. You know, it's very hard to breathe with your nose like this. You don't get enough oxygen.
Maybe that's why the rich have blue blood.
What do you want for breakfast?
I don't know. What do the rich have for breakfast?
People like us.
Got everything, Fred?
I'm right behind you, Ginger.
Ah, what a great party.
What a fantastic job. I almost felt like a guest.
There were a lot of good-looking men there. None as handsome as you, however.
And that music. I love all those old songs. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Dip?
Only when I foxtrot. Heaven. I'm in heaven.
You're in heaven. You did not have to stand in these high heels for hours. You know, if Ginger hadn't leaned on Fred, she really would have tripped the light fantastic.
Ginger Rogers tripping is far more graceful than me dancing. Can't even waltz.
What are you going to do at your reception? The limbo?
Thought I'd let Bob drag me across the dance floor as best he could.
Waltzing's easy. Come on, I'll teach you.
Really?
Yeah. Shall we dance?
Shouldn't that be my line?
Oh, come on, I won't step on your lines if you don't step on my feet. I'll be the boy. Start with your left foot, forward, side together, back, side together. The way your smile beams.
The way you sing off key.
No, here we go. The way you haunt my dreams. No, no, they can't. Oh, yes, they can.
Bob.
And guess who else?
Hi, Al. Look, I'm sorry to drop in on you so late, but Mom and Dad really wanted to meet you. Mom, Dad, that's Allie in the tux, and the one in the blonde wig is her roommate, Kate.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Pardon the costumes. We don't normally dress like this. Tell him, Bob.
Oh, no, of course not. They usually take turns being Fred.
We were hired to cater a theme party, and they asked us to come in costumes.
Well, you certainly get into your work.
No, Kate was teaching me to waltz so I can dance with Bob at the wedding. Have a seat. You want some coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. We didn't mean to intrude. I just couldn't wait to meet you.
Are Chip and Jenny around?
Yeah, sure. Chip, Jenny, come down here for a minute. They don't seem to be here.
Really? It's after 11.
She doesn't know where they are?
Well, yeah, sure. They're,
Out. Remember they had that thing?
they're at a thing.
Maybe that's them now. Hello? Hi, honey. It's Ted.
Hi, Ted. So, Bob tells me you're going to Europe.
Our boat sails right after the reception.
You're getting married and we're getting a honeymoon.
Mom and Dad didn't have a first honeymoon. They were too busy having me.
You must be so excited.
Bob, when you asked Ted to be your best man, did you have a runner-up?
Ted's bagging me?
Oh, his sister wants him to be the godfather for the new baby, so he has to wait in Chicago till the christening.
Oh, buddy, you can't do this to me.
Darn, I wanted Ted to be here.
I wanted Ted to catch the bouquet. Ted's my boyfriend.
All right, we'll save you some wedding cake. Yeah, bye, pal. Can't argue with the Godfather. He made me an excuse I couldn't refuse. Hey, I got to get home and make some phone calls.
Do you have anybody in mind?
Lanny.
It was lovely meeting you, Allie. You too, Kate.
Thanks.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.
I hope you understand about the costumes.
Don't worry, Al. You look great. I mean, if you weren't going to be the bride, I'd ask you to be my best man. And you don't keep her up all night dancing.
2 bows and we're off. No encores, I promise.
Good. Good night.
Night. They hate me. Hey, come on, you guys! I want this furniture moved before the guests get here.
Okay, but I get time and a half if I even break a nail.
That's how you dress to move furniture? The wedding's tomorrow. This is a rehearsal.
I thought it was a dress rehearsal. Do you want me to change?
No. Chip can move the heavy stuff.
Oh, thanks a lot, Kate.
What are you dressed for?
Well, after this rehearsal, meeting with the band to go over some new songs.
But we're all going out to dinner with Bob's parents.
Mom, I can't. We've got a dance this week, and I just lost an organ.
Nothing vital, I hope.
Please.
I got it. Well, if you took the turnpike like I told you, if we're late, it's your father's fault.
First to arrive, Mother. You're always the first to arrive.
Hi, Nana. Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa.
children.
Hello, dear. You're looking well, Kate.
Thank you, Joan. Nice to see you too, Ed.
The traffic in the city is unbearable.
Hello, Dad.
Is the minister here yet?
It's a judge, not a minister.
Oh, yes. I believe that was your idea.
No, my idea was captain of a ship, but Allie wanted to be the only one wearing white.
Bob's parents will be here any minute.
Would you like us to entertain them while you run up and change?
Why, is there something wrong with what I have on?
No, it's just that Kate and Jenny look so nice.
I got it.
Chip, partner, how you doing? Mom and Dad, this is Allie's son, Chip, and her daughter, Jenny.
Hi.
Oh, hello,
Nice
son.
to finally
Oh,
meet you.
You too. Ed Adams, father of the bride. This is my wife, Joan.
Hello.
Bill and Eileen Barsky, pleased to meet you.
I hope we're not late.
No, not at all.
What a lovely dress, Kate.
Where's the priest?
Priest,
Oh, Judge, Dad.
Judge.
Having a judge was Kate's idea.
So, Bob, come up with the best man yet?
2 minutes after I left the house, I realized I got the best man right here. What do you say, Chip?
Me? Sure, Bob. What do I have to do?
Well, the judge asked for the ring. You give it to me.
Thanks a lot, Bob. I won't let you down.
How's the coffee coming, Jen?
We're working on it.
I'll help.
Bob, who's Alfie?
Alfie.
Yeah, the ring says, love always, Bob and Alfie.
There was a little mix-up with the engraver.
I hope this judge of yours is being held up in court.
I hope he's accustomed to handing out life sentences.
Judge isn't a he, it's a she.
A she?
I suppose that was your idea, too, Kate.
I just knew you'd love it. I think everything is going very well.
Bob, Chip, careful with the table.
Whoops.
Darn.
What happened?
I dropped the chair on my foot.
I said, Allison, rent a chapel.
You can talk till you're blue in the face. They never listen.
She was always stubborn.
Don't let them get you down, kid.
Thanks.
Just remember, this time tomorrow, you're going to be Mrs. Alfie Barsky. I'll just get the door.
Mom, if that's the judge, can we get started? I'm really late.
Hello, I'm Judge Walker.
Hi, Kate McCardle, matron of honor. Nice to meet you.
Judge Walker, hi. I want you to meet my mother, Joan, Bob's mother, Eileen, my daughter, Jen, Bob props, Father Bill.
I don't need a judge. I can use a podiatrist.
If you don't mind, could we just sort of hurry this along before I change my mind?
No problem. Where would you like me to stand?
Oh, I thought we would do it over here. Now, what I was going to do was make an aisle right down the center.
Oh, Bill, I'm afraid you're in the wrong spot.
I am?
Yes, the bride's side is always on the left.
We don't need sides, Mother.
Mom, I'm really late.
Will there be music?
Chip?
I left the tape player at Eddie's.
Oh, no problem. Jenny can hum.
Okay, then. Matron of honor on my right, best man and groom on my left, bride at the back of the aisle with her father. All right, let's take it from the top. Jenny?
Dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum.
Jenny? I realize you're in a hurry, but this is a march, not a sprint.
Sorry. Dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum da dum dum da dum. I don't know the rest.
And I will honor and cherish this bond and strive to make each day as happy and fulfilling as today.
That's lovely. Thank you, Allie. And now I'll turn to you and say, Bob.
Got it.
Good. Now you recite the vows you wrote for Allie.
Let me find my notes.
Notes?
Personally, I prefer the traditional vows.
Me too. For better or worse, kiss the bride and open the bar.
I know I have them here somewhere.
Bob, do you remember the first line or anything?
It was something about love.
Try what's it all about, Alfie.
Rise and shine, bride-to-be. It's your wedding day.
Mimosas! You didn't have to bring me two.
Good, because I didn't. Here's to you and Bob. May the marriage go a lot better than the rehearsal.
You mean it wasn't just another nightmare?
Not in the strict sense of the word, no.
Who says you can't cook?
Chip and Jenny, they made everything else. I think Jenny was feeling guilty for making you do the 50-yard dash.
Well, that's okay. Mommy dearest was making me climb the walls.
She's not that bad. Well, she's not. Maybe just a little cold.
A little cold? You know how she freezes leftovers? Face it, Kate, the rehearsal was a fiasco. You think it was an omen?
No, only gypsies and fortune tellers have omens.
Yeah, what do wasps have?
Cold feet. Move over. Thanks. You know, I read somewhere that a bad rehearsal made for a perfect wedding.
Uh-huh.
Come on. You're feeling just a little excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nervous?
A lot.
Happy?
Oh, excited, nervous, happy, frightened, confident, insecure.
Sounds like a roll call for group therapy.
Name an emotion, and I'm having it. I'm also a little sad.
Why?
Well, I'm not just starting a new life. I'm leaving an old life that was very dear to me.
It wasn't so bad being bachelorettes together, was it?
I wouldn't have guessed it when we moved in, but it was great. Thank you for showing me that there is life, a good life, between husbands.
Thank you for giving me and Emma a family again. You know, she would have been here if she didn't have to be in California with her dad.
I understand.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
To my best friend?
Mine too.
You need more blush.
More blush? Really? I don't want to look like Ronald Reagan.
You won't. Besides, brides are supposed to blush, and when it's your second marriage, it's tougher.
Okay, but if I look ridiculous, I'll get even when it's your turn.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that marriage isn't high on my list of priorities.
Oh, you'll change your mind when you fall in love.
People who fall in love still get divorced.
Oh. Is that what it's about?
Well, why should I bother getting married if 10 or 20 years down the line I'm just gonna get divorced?
Jenny, look at me. No one was more marriage shy than I was after your father dumped after we split up. But then Bob came into my life, and look how happy I am.
Yeah, but you don't have to be married to be happy.
You're right, but keep an open mind. I don't want you to miss out on something wonderful just because somebody else had a bad experience. I'll try to set a better example this time.
I'm so happy for you, Mom.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Hi, Mom. Too much blush.
What?
Jenny, will you tie my tie?
Sure.
How's it going, best man?
Great. I'll be the luckiest guy in the room, next to Bob.
Thanks.
Allie, Dick Budkiss just called looking for Bob.
Butkus called here?
Yeah.
What's a butkus?
It's not a what, it's a who. Anyway, John Madden is stuck in Cincinnati, and Dick wants Bob to co-announce today's Giants game with him. They want Bob on national television.
Today? Bob Barsky. He was having some rings fixed? Yes, this is Alfie. How long ago did he leave? Thank you.
Bob? Well, I certainly hope not. It's bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding.
First to arrive again, huh, Mother?
I came early to bring you these, Aunt Edith's pearls. I thought you might like to wear them.
They're perfect. They're old and borrowed, and my dress is new and blue.
You're wearing blue?
Well, I can't wear white, Mother. I'm hardly a virgin.
Language, Allison.
Yes, Mother. I'm wearing blue, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't lay a guilt trip on me, because in case you hadn't noticed, things aren't going so well. So if you don't mind, could you just be happy for me?
Well, I'm happy as a tack.
Thank you, I think.
Are we interrupting any female bonding?
Bob, I've got to talk to you.
Yeah, Kate said, what's up?
Joan, could you help me downstairs? I'm afraid those guests are going to arrive and stand on the wrong side.
Hello, everybody. I just came up to wish the bride good luck.
Allie, why are you looking so upset? You still want to marry me, don't you?
Oh, of course I do. It's just that this guy from the network has been calling all over for you. They want you to be on TV.
Madden's out. They want you at the Meadowlands at 1 o'clock to announce the game with Dick Budkiss.
Me? They want me to do on camera? That's great! I'm finally getting married.
Bob, I know you've wanted to do television for a long time, and this could be your big break. And I want you to know I have thought it over, and if you want to postpone the ceremony, I understand.
Oh, no, but you can't.
She's confused. It happens when she gets excited. Allison, think of what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying, Mother. If you leave right now, you could be at the stadium for the tip-off.
Kick-off.
We can get married tomorrow.
Dad and I won't be here tomorrow. Our ship sails in 6 hours.
You're leaving on your honeymoon tomorrow.
Hey, you could go on the honeymoon and then get married when you get back.
Where'd you get these ideas?
Bobby, I waited 42 years to see my son get married.
We can work it out. You can't pass this up.
Yes, you can.
I think you should call this network person and just say no.
Joan Eileen.
What?
Out.
But
Out.
Bob.
Now. You guys, whatever you decide, we're behind you 100%. At least, I'm behind you 100%.
Thanks, Kate. So?
Back to Dick Budkiss. It's a fabulous spectacle on the field with Pop Off, probably one of the most exciting hits we've seen this season. But there was a tense moment in the first quarter when the bride's mother jumped off sides. But as we come to the close of halftime, bride and groom are in full control of the ceremony. This is truly a happy occasion. It's first and goal for the groom. Now here comes the big play. The bride's in motion. He's going for the kiss. Oop. Time out. Whoa, what a kiss! Echo! He connected! I mean, it's poetry. No flags thrown. The marriage stands. This is a red-letter day for football. Yeah!
Oh, I'm gonna wash my hair and watch television.
You did that last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here it is. West Side Towers. Isn't it great?
I'd forgotten how big it is. You know, you and Bob could lose each other in this place.
Took me 5 years to find him. There isn't a building in this world big enough to lose him.
I don't want to get personal, but how can you two afford this place?
Aha. We can't. Even with the sale from Bob's house in Boston, we're still in hock up to our necks.
21 stories up.
Bob's convinced we can afford it. But just in case, I ordered a sofa with change already under the cushions.
So you give up a few things. It's worth it. This place makes our basement apartment look like a basement.
Yeah, well, we had pretty good times in that basement.
Yeah, it's gonna seem so empty without you and the kids.
What are you gonna do about a roommate?
I thought I'd take an ad in the Village Voice. How does this sound? Roommate wanted for 4-bedroom garden apartment. Must be kind, supportive, obsessive compulsive, and going to be my best friend.
I am not obsessive.
Allie, you're not moving in until Wednesday, and you're already washing the windows.
That's not obsessive, that's neat.
Yeah, you're neat like Orson Welles was chubby. Look at this refrigerator.
Isn't it terrific? I finally have my own ice maker.
With a freezer full of tooth decay, cake, pie, candy, soda.
That must have been left by the old tenants.
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
I'm gonna go measure the closet in the bedroom.
I'll come with you. If the refrigerator's full of food, then maybe the closets are full of clothes.
It was supposed to be delivered yesterday. We're moving in this morning. Well, it had better be soon. Goodbye.
I've got boxes, I've got tape.
Got an old kit bag.
Why, you got troubles?
The store can't find our furniture. They searched the warehouse, and it's disappeared.
They lost your living room?
Well, they're not admitting to it. They say it slipped by them.
Probably posing as a den.
Mom, the movers are ready to start my bedroom. I'm not finished packing yet.
Tell them to go to Chip's room. Bob's in there working.
Hello? Hi, Mom.
Listen, this probably isn't the perfect time to bring this up again, but, since we're all moving anyway, couldn't I just move into the dorm?
Nope.
I love these mother-daughter talks we have.
Okay, Mom, why don't you ever just come by around 7 o'clock? Thanks. Okay, bye.
Have who come by?
Your probable replacement. My mother's neighbor's daughter, Haven, is interested in renting your room.
Haven? Sounds like a character from Dynasty.
Sounds like a woman who comes with her own fragrance.
Somebody else is going to be living in this room. Feels kind of strange.
I know. I don't like the sound of it any better than you do, but she's in a rush to find a place, and I could use the rent.
Mom! Mom, they dropped my aquarium. There's fish all over the floor.
You get the phone, I'll get the fish.
Hello?
What happened? Watch the glass.
Yeah, Bob? Yeah, he's right here.
Don't step on him.
Get him before he swims underneath the bed.
Bob, it's for you. He'll be right here.
Would you hold Moby Dick? Thanks. Hello.
Where's Wanda?
In a holding tank.
Thanks, Kate.
What about the others?
3 are saved, 3 are sushi. There's glass, colored sand, and water all over the place.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll be right there. Allie, I hate to do this to you, but I gotta go.
What?
I got a meeting.
We're in the middle of moving.
Yeah, I know, but I've been trying to arrange an interview with this guy forever, and he's finally available. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Is it too soon to ask for divorce?
Yes.
Gosh, I hope you weren't waiting very long outside. My mother said you weren't going to get here until 7.
I couldn't wait. Kate, I really, really want this place.
Really? You haven't even seen it yet.
I know, but it's really, really perfect.
Well, it's really messy right now. My roommate just got married, and I helped her move into her place today.
That's really sweet of you. You are a really sweet person.
Thank you.
Is my bedroom upstairs?
Yeah, but don't you think we better speak about the rent first?
Okay.
Your half comes to $412.
Okay.
And there's other expenses, cable, telephone, utilities.
Okay.
And I will expect a security deposit.
Well, would 3 months rent in advance be okay?
3 months?
Okay.
Wouldn't you like to think it over first?
Nope. Some people think and some people do. I'm a doer.
What do you do? I mean, what kind of a job do you have?
Oh, I write poems for greeting cards. You know, like, your puffy eyes and stuffy nose are dripping like a garden hose. So take your pills and get well quick. It isn't pretty being sick.
Iambic pentameter, isn't it?
Okay, and what about you? I'll bet you do something really great, right?
Well, my ex-roommate and I have a personal services company.
That sounds really, really interesting. Do you have a boyfriend?
Well, I did have one, but he just recently left me for another woman.
Oh, wow, that's really sad. Have you considered palimony? My bestseller is Roses Are Red and Violets Are Blue. If he leaves your bed, get a lawyer and sue.
You wrote that.
Mommy says it's a gift.
3 months rent in advance, huh?
Yep.
I should have known. Haven Clavin.
Mom, the ugly paint's chipping off the 2 narrow windowsill in my poorly designed bedroom.
You're not moving to the dorm. The super's on his way up to fix the sink. I'll have him check on it. In the meantime, why don't you vacuum the chips?
No, I'd love to, but we left the vacuum at Kate's.
I love this place. There are girls in the apartment across the street.
Any guys?
Nope.
Oh, well. See ya.
Where are you off to?
Gonna rehearse for the band.
Why don't you have them meet over here?
Oh, you see, because they all live in the dorms. And it's a lot easier for me to go all the way up there, alone, in the dark, on the treacherous, crime-filled subways.
You're not moving to the dorm. Where are you going?
Over to borrow Eddie's binoculars.
Hi, Kate.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Al, I forgot this.
No, I didn't forget that. That's yours.
No, it isn't. Oh, thanks. That's sweet. But this is yours. You bought it for you. I love the way you're doing this place. You know, early UPS.
If that furniture doesn't come, I'm going to cancel the order and upholster those boxes.
All this place needs is a cute little housewarming plant.
Well, thank you. That's lovely.
Need some water.
Oh, don't use that sink. The pipe's leaking.
Oh, we gotta cater a lunch in less than 2 hours? You think we can do without water?
The super's on his way up to fix it. In the meantime, let's start with the hors d'oeuvres.
All right. So, how was your first night in the new place?
Fine. Bob almost took a shower in the closet, but aside from that, how was your hunt for a prospective roommate?
She's moving in this weekend.
That fast? What's she like?
She paid me 3 months rent in advance.
She sounds terrific. Oh, that must be the super. Mr. Carello.
Hey, how you doing? What's the problem?
Sink's leaking, paint's chipping, the door to the closet is...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. One at a time. Which sink is leaking?
This one.
Whoa. Yeah? And who might you be? Legs?
I'm Kate McCardle. I'm a friend of Mrs. Barsky's.
Lou Carello. Any friend of Miss Barsky's is a friend of mine. You know what I mean.
Mr. Carello, can we get back to the sink?
Yeah, sure. Sink. Leaky sink. In the K-I...
TCHEN.
C-H-E-N. Let's go. That's the receipt for the work order. I get to it when I can.
No! It has to be done today. We are catering a luncheon this afternoon.
Ooh, cry me a river, huh? I got plenty other tenants with problems, you know.
Here's $20.
$20?
This is not necessary.
Go to work.
Guess what?
Bob, what are you doing?
Oh, I got some great news. Well, some great news and some less great news. Actually, they're the same news. You want to get some glasses?
Tell us.
please.
Well, I know this is going to be a pain in the neck, but...
What?
That interview that I had yesterday was with a television station that needs a sportscaster for their 11 o'clock news.
You got a new job.
On TV?
Yeah, they're trying me out for 13 weeks, and if my ratings are good, I'm in.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm with her. I prefer my bubbly in the mug, you know, like?
That's the super. What station?
10.
I love 10.
Yeah. WNTD in Washington, D.C.
Washington? The station's in Washington?
Yeah, so stop unpacking. We're gonna move.
Move?
Move.
Hey, you guys are gonna move. Sink can wait.
The contract's only for 13 weeks. Yeah, but if they pick up my option, I could be the next Howard Cosell. Oh, Allie. Oh, she's thrilled. Chief, can I talk to you later? Yeah, thanks. Bye. Hi.
Hi.
Tough luncheon?
No.
Bad traffic coming home?
No.
You're, mad at me because we're moving?
No. I'm upset with you because you didn't discuss it with me first.
Oh. Well, you didn't seem upset before.
We weren't alone before. Bob, don't you think this is something we should have decided together?
Yeah, you're right, but I didn't tell you because, well, I didn't think I had a shot at this thing, and I didn't want to get your hopes up. I didn't even want to get my hopes up.
But you accepted the job without even talking to me first.
Well, I just assumed you'd be happy for me.
I am happy for you.
Allie, you're putting vegetables in the dishwasher. Look, you're right. We should have talked about this together. I am sorry. I mean, I don't want everyone to make sacrifices for me.
Well, we don't want you to have to make sacrifices for us either.
Allie, now you're loading clean dishes.
I don't know what
Don't either. Look, let's talk about this together, huh?
Guess what, you guys? I just made the football team. What a great school.
Hi, Kate.
Haven?
It's me. Want a soda?
No. Yeah. What are you doing here?
I moved in. So far, so good.
I thought you weren't moving in until the weekend.
No, but I told my boss I found this really, really great place and I couldn't wait to move in. And he gave me the day off. He is always giving me the day off. Oh, what do you think of this?
Congratulations on your diet. I'm so happy that you tried it. Though I really love that ton of you, I love you more now that you're one of you. Well, I can see you've been working very hard, so I'll just go upstairs.
Oh, no, don't go. Let's do girl talk.
Girl talk?
Yeah, you know, relax, have our soda, and talk about our day.
Allie and I used to do that.
Well, now you and I can do it.
That's very sweet of you, Haven, but I've had a really tough afternoon.
So, tell me about it.
You don't want to hear my problems.
Oh, sure I do. Misery is where I get all my inspiration.
Okay, have you got a poem for a person who is about to lose her best friend and business partner?
Allie's dying?
No. Allie's moving to Washington. It's just that I don't know what I'm going to do without her.
Wow, that's really sad. But the solution is staring you right in the face.
It is?
Sure, silly. From now on, I'll be your best friend.
Kate?
Haven? Haven? The eggs are few. We're low on flakes. If I were you, I'd make pancakes. If you were me, you would put your head in a blender.
Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Chip. So nice of you to pay a call. My roommate drives me up the wall.
Really?
Really. Come on in.
Thanks. We came over to ask a favor.
But we don't want Mom to know that we came.
So what's the favor?
See, I want to move into the dorms with Emma.
Oh, darn, that's what I want to do. I'm sure she'd like you better.
Anyway, you have to help me convince Mom.
Well, you know how stubborn your mother can be. But, you know, if she and Bob are going to move to Washington, I don't see how she could object.
Right. But that's only if they move to Washington. If they don't, I'm still going to need your help.
Oh, I hate to interfere between you and Allie, but you know I will.
Thanks, Kate.
We have to come up with a really good reason for her to let you move out.
Yeah. Like what?
Have you tried being really obnoxious?
Boy, has she ever. Chip, well, you want them to move. I don't. If I have to move to Washington, I won't have any friends and I won't be on the football team. I want to move back in with you. Can I please?
Just give me a minute. Guys, it's Bob.
Don't tell him we're here. He'll tell Mom and she'll be upset.
Hi, Bob. What a surprise.
Hi, Kate. I wonder, oh, thanks. Could I, talk to you for a minute?
Sure. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Oh, no thanks.
Oh, Bob, you know what? Coffee is perfect for times like these.
Oh, okay.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, Allie and I spent hours last night going around and around about moving to Washington, and I'm still not sure what she wants.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me when you think about how wishy-washy she is.
She is not. She's the most wonderful person in the world.
You haven't known her as long as I have.
Well, that's why I came over to talk to you. I wonder, what do you think she really feels about this?
What did she say last night?
Well, she said she'd move to Washington. But I'm afraid she just said it to make me happy. You know, like I said, she is the greatest.
Oh, she's not that hot.
Did you two have an argument or something?
No. I'm just trying to talk myself out of missing her so much.
Oh.
But if I were Allie, if I had to think like Allie, I'd try to put myself in her place. Or maybe I'd even try to talk like Allie. Like, right now, she'd probably say,
I really think we should move to Washington.
How did you do that?
She cheated.
You sneak. You were there all the time?
Mm-hmm. I came to get a vacuum. I think we should move.
Oh, honey, it's not fair to you. You've got your business. We just bought a new condo.
Yeah, honey. It's not fair to you.
You guys are here, too?
Yeah. I guess you heard everything we said to Kate, huh?
Mm-hmm. Chip's right. You have been obnoxious.
All right. I think we should put our cards on the table. Sit down. I want to know what everybody wants.
I don't want to move to Washington.
Here we are. Isn't it really, really great?
I think it's positively the greatest apartment I've seen in my life.
Kate, this is my very, very, very best friend in the whole world, Blair. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Allie and Bob Barsky, Jenny and Chip Lowell. This is my new roommate, Haven. And this is her very, very, very best friend in the world, Blair.
You're the ones moving to Washington, D.C., right?
Right.
They haven't made up their minds yet.
Oh, right. Kate told me about your problem. I don't see why he doesn't just commute on the weekends. Want to see the upstairs? There's more. You are so lucky.
There's two of them.
With one good brain. What about it? I mean, it's only for 13 weeks. I could leave Monday morning, come back late Friday night.
You know, that's not such a bad idea. Live apart?
Well, just until we see how the job works out.
We've only been married a few weeks.
I'd only be away 4 nights a week.
I can stay on the team.
And I can move into the dorms.
Great idea.
Whoa, one thing at a time.
I mean, it would solve our problems. And we wouldn't be locked into anything. What do you say?
Well, I guess we could give it a try.
Oh, great, I'll make it work.
As long as you come up every weekend.
Well, except the weekends that you visit me.
Kate, now you've got to help us with a problem.
Doesn't anybody write Dear Abby anymore?
I want to put a kitten poster in my room, but Blair thinks puppies are cuter.
A lot cuter.
But kittens are so cuddly.
But puppies are so precious. But it's your room.
That's right. Okay.
Do you think you could find me a job in Washington, Bob? Are you properly ashamed of yourself, Allie Barsky?
No. Kate?
What?
You don't chop, you rock it back and forth. That's why the handles are like that instead of straight across the middle like a chopper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if chopping comes more naturally to me than rocking, why can't I chop?
Because rocking makes less noise, makes less of a mess, and uses less energy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't chop as well.
Yes, it does.
It couldn't possibly.
Would you like to cut the chicken into 1-inch cubes and have me chop?
Aha, you said chop.
Would you like to switch jobs?
No.
Then rock, baby. Rock.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hi, Mrs. Barsky. How are you? No, I'm sorry. Allie's not here right now. Oh, you're in New York City. Guess who just walked in the door? It's Allie. Allie, it's your mother-in-law. She's in the city.
Oh, good.
Oh, here she is. Nice to talk to you.
Hi, Eileen. What are you doing in town? How fun. What? Oh, gee, that's impossible. We're in the middle of catering a huge dinner for tonight. Eileen's here on a shopping spree, and she invited us to lunch.
Oh, where?
No, I told her we couldn't go. Oh, gee, Eileen, the place is a mess. Around the corner? Sure. Come on up. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. Guess who's coming to lunch?
She won't be any trouble. Eileen is nice.
She's too nice.
Wow, she must be starved.
I don't smell it yet.
Lou, I have told you before, I do not want you coming into this apartment unless we open the door.
Hey, come on. I knew you two be cooking up to your armpits, so I figured I'd make it easy for you and let myself in. You want to go back out and ring the bell. Then you could stop your work, wash your hands, dry them off, and let me in.
Do it. Whoever came up with the term super.
Think she'd like tuna?
Who knows? My mother-in-law is the kind of woman who thinks everything is wonderful. Oh, Eileen, I'm sorry. Did I just stick you in the eye with a pencil? Oh, that's all right, dear. Here's one for my ear.
Have you written your speech for Saturday yet?
I'm not going to make a speech.
Come on, you have to say something.
I'll say thank you. You make the speech.
Fine. Did you write it yet?
Write your own speech.
Allie, you're better at it than I am.
Okay. You write a first draft and I'll look it over.
Come on, what was that? Some little feminine joke or something?
What do you want, Lou?
I want to smell the smell. Come on, I don't smell it yet. Should be over the building by now.
Get your nose out of there. The way it smells now is the way it is going to smell until it dies.
Well, that's not the smell my family's used to.
That is an authentic Italian sauce. If your family is not used to that smell, they have been smelling wrong all these years.
For what you're paying us to cater your family dinner, you're lucky you get any smell at all.
Could have turned the job down.
And waited until Mayor Koch grew hair before you fixed the leak in the bathroom?
One hand washes the other.
Not in the bathroom sink.
Needs a little more basil.
Get out.
You're very good at that, Eileen.
No, it's not me. It's Allie's parsley.
No, it's you. Kate had that exact same parsley and could do nothing with it.
Oh, you probably had the bad sprigs.
I did. I had awful sprigs.
Now, tell me about this award you're winning.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Not true. It's terrific. It's from the Independent Women's Association of New York City.
Oh, my.
They give this award every year to some women that are on the move. And your daughter-in-law and I have won for Best Small Business Operators.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What else? Tell me. Your children are fine. Bob loves his work. You're pregnant.
Your children are fine. Bob loves his work. And what?
Is my grandchild on the way?
Do I look heavy?
Oh. No, dear, you look just right.
Why'd you ask?
Oh, Allie, I'm sorry, but I just assumed you'd be pregnant by now because I know how much Bob wants you to have a baby and how much you want to please him.
Eileen, I'm sorry. We are running so far behind.
Oh, of course. I understand. Give Bob a great big kiss for me. You two make the most beautiful couple. May I be perfectly frank with you?
By all means.
I wouldn't mind one bit if the baby looked like you, boy or girl.
We discussed it, Kate. I mean, Bob and I discussed this.
I believe it.
We discussed it thoroughly.
Sure.
I mean it.
I know it.
We agreed that we did not want to have a baby.
Right.
Here's how it went. Bob said he did not want to have a baby. And I said I did not want to have a baby. That's how we agreed we did not want to have a baby.
Who said it first, Allie? If he said it first, then obviously he meant it. If you said it first, then maybe he just said it because he thought it would please you.
I don't remember. Wait, it was right after he proposed. We were talking about the Giants. That's it. Right.
And that's how he knew that you didn't want to have a baby?
No.
That you didn't want to have a giant?
No. We were talking about the Giants and about how someday Bob would really like to be a sportscaster for the Giants. And I said, oh, gee, Chip would really like that. And that led to how much Bob really liked Chip and Jenny. And then we talked about whether or not we were going to have a baby and whether I was, going to have... And that's how we agreed that we were not going to have a baby.
So, did you agree with him or did he agree with you?
I don't remember.
Oh, it really doesn't make any difference anyway, Allie.
Oh, yes, it does, Kate. Because if Bob wants to have a baby, sooner or later, he's going to dump me for a baby maker.
I can't believe how right I was about you girls. They loved everything. And I never see my cousin Nunzio eat like that before. Usually he's such a picky eater. But tonight, he ate like the Russians were in the Lincoln Tunnel.
You owe us $782. Now, that's 52 meals at $15 a pop, not counting Nunzio's 2 extras.
1.
2.
I never seen him eat like that, I swear to God. How'd you make that sauce, anyway?
Lou, it's late. Give us our check.
Yeah. I forgot my checkbook.
Get it.
Well, you don't trust me till tomorrow.
We trust you, Lou. We trust you, but anything could happen between now and tomorrow. You could get hit by a bus. You could slip in the bathtub. You could get eaten by Nunzio.
For you, I found my checkbook, Angel Face. Okay, we're gonna call it 700 even.
Call it something else.
750, you don't gotta tip me when I fix the sink tomorrow, all right?
Fine, right.
Good night, Lou.
Listen, dream about me, sweet face.
Is it just me, or are you in love with him, too? Allie, why don't you go get dressed and cleaned up for Bob, and I'll take care of all this.
No, I want some time to unwind and to think. Bob won't be home for an hour or so, so you go to bed. We did great tonight, partner.
That's why we win those awards.
Start thinking about that speech.
Maybe Bob didn't say anything to his mother. You might have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Al,
Oh, you're home.
you're red.
How'd you get home so quickly?
Oh, company plane. The head of the station was flying up, invited me to join him.
Terrific.
Yeah, I got to get me one of those babies. Private planes. They're really fantastic. Hey, why don't you put one of those in our dream book for the future? They only cost $6 million.
Let's get 2.
You got it.
Bob? What else do you want in your dream book? I mean, what do you want for the future? What do you really want?
Well, in my dream for the immediate future is to have a wife lying in bed next to me, al dente, no sauce.
Give me 15 minutes. Bob, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it totally honestly. I mean it, Bob. I want to know what you want, all right?
Well, sure, if it's a fair question.
What do you mean a fair question?
Well, I mean, if you're going to ask me if sex with you is better than with anyone else I've been in bed with, I'd have to say yes, right? You know, I'd be crazy to say no, even if it were true. I mean, what would either of us gain from that? See, I'm just using that as an example of an unfair question.
People can die from examples.
Look, you are the best. That is the total honest truth. Now, what's your question?
Do you want to have a baby?
Do you?
Well, Bob, I want to know your answer. What do you want?
Didn't we have this discussion once?
Yes, but I'm not sure if you said what you did because I said what I did or because it was what you really meant.
Al, it's not for me to say whether or not we have a baby. I mean, you have to go through pregnancy, through childbirth. You have to clean it. Stay up with it. Stay home with it. Take care of it.
Well, why can't you clean it and stay up with it, stay home with it and take care of it?
Because it hates it when I do that. It wants you.
Okay. For the sake of this discussion, let's say I love doing that.
Well, then, do you want a baby? We'll have a baby.
Bob, we can't have a marriage if when I ask you a question, you don't answer me honestly. Now, do you want to have a baby, yes or no? I want to know your opinion of what you want for you, not what you think I want, but what you want. You know, the trouble with perfect marriages is people never really say what they feel. Good night, honey.
Tomorrow, you're winning an award as an independent, free-thinking woman. And yet today, you're telling me that you're considering having a baby to please your husband who doesn't even care if you didn't.
Keep your voice down. I said considering. That means considering not as well as considering to.
Come on, Bob.
I'm right behind you.
Where are you guys going?
Batting cages.
Oh, is it open?
All year round.
So long, hon.
Bye. How about you?
So long, hon.
Have fun. What does Bob need with another kid? He loves Chip. They love to go out and play. They have their little tricks like that nudge. Did you see that nudge?
Yeah, I saw it. He wants a Barsky. Someone to carry on the name after he's gone.
Allie, tell him that you'll make it your business to outlive him. What if you have a girl? She'll only be a Barsky until she gets married anyway. Or you could go on trying for boys. Hi, have you met my friend Allie? Like her hip? She just had her 15th girl.
All right. Did you write that speech yet?
I can't do it, Allie. You're gonna have to do it for me. I just sit there staring at the paper in my typewriter, like looking at a test pattern when I was a kid. Nothing happens.
Do you know what you want to say?
I think so. It's just that I can't write it.
Get Chip's tape recorder, speak into that, play it back, and type it.
Couldn't I just tell it to you and you write it down and fix it for me?
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yes?
would you mind? Never mind.
What?
No, it's just such a stupid idea.
No, come on.
It would really help if you would introduce me. I told you it was a stupid idea.
And now to receive award for whatever. Kate McCardle.
And Allie Barsky.
And Allie Barsky.
Yay! That wasn't really necessary.
And Allie Barsky.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of my partner and myself, I would just
That's not right, Kate.
Come on, Allie, what's wrong with that? That can't be wrong.
You asked for my help.
How can that be wrong? I've heard people say that all my life.
On behalf of myself? On behalf of my partner is right, but you don't say on behalf of myself. If you were accepting an award alone, you wouldn't say thank you on behalf of myself. You would say thank you. I would like to say, no, you would say thank you and just say.
If you don't want to help, don't help.
Who is it? Miss November. Come in, Mom. Bob said you guys had a terrific time.
It was fun.
Bob really likes you, Chip.
Yeah?
He makes kind of a nifty dad, doesn't he?
Where's this going, Mom?
How would you feel about Bob and me having a baby?
Where's it gonna sleep?
Well, you get to keep your own room.
Okay. Have it.
You see, Bob's never had a child of his own.
I can understand that. What I can't understand is why you'd want to have another child. I mean, you're not young anymore.
Well, they have ramps at maternity wards.
Look, if you're worried that I'll feel jealous or alienated or anything like that, forget it. I'll even babysit it for free. It's just that I hope you realize what your life will be all about once it's born.
I will. And I haven't made any decisions yet. And if I do decide to have one, it's nice to know that I won't be losing a daughter. I'll be gaining a mother.
And what is a surer route to true liberation than to make ourselves financially independent? Our next two awardees are doing just that. They own and operate a very successful catering enterprise and a full-service company that will do anything or go anywhere, provided the price and the purpose is right. For their initiative, diligence, and industriousness, we are proud to present these awards to Kate McArdle and Allison Barsky.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Evelyn. And on behalf of my partner, with whom I agree, I would just like to express appreciation to this organization for awarding us this high honor. We not only pledge to continue to work for the success of our small business, but to use whatever success and knowledge that we acquire to help other women become independent as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this award. I'm sorry, I don't want to take up much of your time, but I must say that I am grateful for all of the women, past and present, who have helped us, including my daughter, Jenny, who has always helped me to be an individual and to think for myself. And I'd also like to thank the two men in my life, my son, Chip, who never made me feel as though I was slighting him because I wasn't giving him every minute of my time. And my husband, Bob, who never made any demands on me at all. Not that he had any right to. He never made any requests either. Well, no, one request. Well, no. It really wasn't him. I mean, that's what mothers-in-law are for. But of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do. And anyway, it's a fair request, and it's a request that I think I want for myself one day. So I can't even blame him for it. So, thank you very much for this award.
Next time, let me help you write your speech.
Yeah.
I sure was proud of you today.
Good. Thank you.
Why didn't you tell me that you wanted a baby?
Well, because you never told me you wanted a baby.
Well, sure I did, if you did.
Hold it. Hold it. Okay. Now, the question is, Bob and Allie, do you want to have a baby? Yes or no? On the count of 3, we both answer independently and honestly. Got it?
No, wait.
Got it?
Got it.
Ready?
Ready.
Bob and Allie, do you want to have a baby? Yes or no? 1, 2, 3.
Uh-huh. What about all those people sinking and getting wet?
Thank goodness for the shopping centers. They can sell raincoats, boots. Never put enough mustard on these things. Go over the big ones with me one more time, okay?
Shoot.
Okay. Billy's the weatherman.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's the sportscaster.
Right.
Mark and Eddie.
Hi. I just came from the beauty salon. What do you think? Oh, bless you, Bob. The cost of wolf whistles is escalating quickly. I hope some of your friends that are coming to the party tonight are single.
There might be 1 or 2.
I've forgotten what Mark and Eddie do.
Allie, you don't have to memorize who's who before they get here.
Well, I at least want to get your boss right. He's,
Brian Keyes. But don't knock yourself out. He might not be my boss that much longer.
Oh, honey.
What do you mean?
Well, my contract is up next week, and I haven't heard a word from him.
Well, you said it was next week. Relax.
Bob thinks if Keyes was going to renew his contract, he would have said something by now.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Thanks a lot.
Why don't you just ask him?
Well, because it's not very professional. Anyway, he's not the kind of guy you kibitz with. He's very private, very corporate. I mean, he's been in charge of the station for 3 weeks, and all that I know about him is he wears a lot of gray.
Maybe he'll pick up your option at the party tonight if I don't do anything embarrassing.
Oh, what could you possibly do?
She could call everybody by the wrong name, serve all the wrong food, get sloppy drunk, and pass out in the punch bowl.
I didn't make punch. Should I make punch? Why didn't I make punch? Punch? Punch?
Oh, thanks. It's, Allie, right?
Right, and you're Eric.
Eddie. This is Mark.
Mark, right, you're a radio announcer.
Sports writer.
Sports writer, I knew that.
We were just talking about the Gretzky move. What do you think?
Well, you can't trust those Russians. Excuse me, I've got
Hi, I'm Kate McCardle, Allie Barsky's friend.
No,
Come
of
on in.
course.
Of course.
Well, since I'm new at the station, I had my assistant do a little research. I'm Brian Keyes.
Of course.
Of course?
Yes, your suit is a lovely shade of gray. You're Bob's boss.
Ah, very good. Oh, my wife has sent her regrets. She was feeling a little ill this evening.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, here, let me take your coat.
okay.
Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
It's a disaster, isn't it?
The party, everybody loves it. See the guy in the gray suit? Brian Keyes.
Bob's boss.
Very good.
Who's Gretzky?
A hockey player.
Russian?
Canadian.
They think I'm an idiot.
The Canadians?
No, Bob's friends. Stay near me tonight, Kate.
Okay, just let me hang this coat. Okay.
Oh, why not? Kareem will make $2 million whether he plays or not. But see, that's not the point. Hey, oh, what do you got?
Hors d'oeuvres?
Thanks.
Kate made them.
Oh.
Bob, Mattingly just left, and he shook my hand goodbye. I've got to call the world.
Oh, Don's a great guy.
His name's Chip.
No, I mean Don Mattingly.
Oh, of course. Donnie Don.
So how is it that you know so much about what's going on down at the station?
Oh, Bob sends us the tapes of the 11 o'clock news. I like the sports the best. That Bob is something else.
Yeah, he is very good.
You really like him?
No, you bet.
Why haven't you renewed his contract?
Well, you are direct, aren't you?
It's a curse.
Nah, it's a blessing. How are you at keeping secrets?
I knew about D-Day months before it happened.
You weren't born within a decade of D-Day.
I'm beginning to like you, Mr. Keys. Tell me the secret.
Well, we're planning to surprise Bob at this Wednesday staff meeting and announce his pickup then.
That's great. Thanks.
You're welcome, but not a word, huh?
Hey, if Eisenhower trusted me, you can trust me.
Eisenhower trusted you.
Hey, never fear, Joe Gross is here. Let the games begin.
Phyllis! I was worried that you weren't going to make
Oh,
it.
sorry we're late. This is my date, Joe Gross.
Oh, Bob Barsky. Nice to meet you.
Likewise, likewise.
Excuse me, I have to pass around the hors d'oeuvres.
Hey, you did all right for yourself, Bobby boy. What is she, 22, 23, huh?
She's 18.
Oh, all right. Go for it. Well, you'll probably be dead when you're 50, but what the hell, you know? Get it while you can, right?
She's my stepdaughter.
Ooh, I can't wait to meet her old lady. Yeah.
Oh, no.
What?
Tell me this isn't happening.
Tell me what it is, and I'll tell you it isn't happening.
Remember when we first moved in together and you went to Aruba and Nancy Cohen set me up on the blind date of death?
Vaguely. I remember you telling me something about going out with some guy who was really gross.
Exactly. Joe Gross. And he's on his way over. I'm going to make a run for it.
Allie,
Kate McCardle. Phyllis Croft. Phyllis was my secretary before I went to Washington. And this is her date, Joe Gross.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Hi, doll.
Hi. Very nice to meet you.
You too.
Where did Allie go?
She had to do something in the kitchen.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky, lucky you. I can never get any of mine in the kitchen. Hey, what's the matter, Philly? You look like something the cat wouldn't drag in.
Actually, I've got a little headache.
I got the perfect cure.
Could I get you some aspirin?
Could a person take more than 6 in an evening?
I'll check the label.
Hey, Allie. Allie, come over here. I want you to meet someone. This is Phyllis Croft. And, this is her friend, Joe Gross.
Hi.
Hey, don't I know you?
No, I think you must be thinking of someone else.
Well, I'm not very good with faces, but I never forget a figure. Did you ever do a turn at the Kit Kat Club?
Is this some secret life I don't know about?
Mike.
Phyllis, hi. Good to see you. You know Mike?
Sure, I temp for him all the time.
Hey, have you heard any rumors about the station? You know, who's in, who's out?
No, Bob.
Hey, come on. Let's hit the bar.
Nice meeting you, Allie.
Allie? No. Well, don't you worry, darling. It'll come back to me. What do we got?
Joe Gross? Have you ever met anyone so more aptly named?
Can you believe that guy? I mean, I know Phyllis is anxious to hook up with someone, but that's pitiful. I mean, what could a woman think of herself to date a guy like that?
Beats me.
Maybe it was a blind date.
Whoops. Well, now everybody can take a piece home.
I'll clean it up. Oh, my boss. How long has he been here?
3 minutes. He's very happy. Got himself a glass of cognac.
Great. I'll get him a case.
Bob.
Huh?
I would relax. I don't think you've got anything to worry about.
Yeah?
Allie, I never did ask you before, but what were you thinking of yourself to go out with Joe Gross?
With me, it was a blind date.
Yeah, the first time, but I seem to recall you telling me that you went out with him twice.
Okay. I was new at dating. My husband of 16 years just left me for another woman, and I was afraid no other man would look at me again.
You've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, right.
You know that, and I know that, but don't tell Bob, promise?
Okay, but he wouldn't care.
Maybe he would, and maybe he wouldn't. I just don't want him to think he married a desperate woman with no self-esteem.
Allie, your self-esteem must be lower than my neckline. Otherwise, you wouldn't even worry about this.
Right?
I know Joe is going to remember me. Do you think Bob would notice if I spent the rest of the evening in the closet?
Keys hasn't said a thing about my contract. I even hinted around about it. He completely ignored me.
What?
He completely ignored... Never mind. Is something wrong?
No, it's just the first party I've thrown for your friends, and I'm anxious that it go well.
Everything's perfect.
Oh, those hips. I remember those hips. It's all coming back to me.
Excuse me.
I'd watch out if I were you, Bobby boy. I think she's crazy about me. Oh, there's my little filly grazing on the couch. Time to saddle up. Well, hello, darling. You miss me? I'm back. Hi there. Hello.
So, Bob, are you having fun?
Yeah, but something's bothering Allie.
Oh, that's nothing. Don't worry about it.
She hates my friends, doesn't she?
Of course not. Well, how could she? They're terrific.
Well, then what is it, for crying out loud?
Trust me, it's nothing important. Besides, if I told you, she'd kill me.
Come on, Kate. I hate to see her like this.
All right, but I'm only telling you because it's for her own good.
I know.
Allie went out with Joe Gross.
Joe Gross? That Joe Gross, Mr. Piggy?
It was a long time ago, and she's afraid if you find out, you're going to think less of her. Now go tell her that you don't care, and she can relax.
Well, of course I don't care. Hey, Kate, you did the right thing by telling me.
Thanks.
Hey, Allie! Allie, come down!
Gee, Bob, you know, it's awfully late. Shouldn't people be going home?
I know what's bothering you.
You do?
Yeah? So you had an affair with Joe Gross and I? So what?
He told you we had an affair. It was 2 dates 4 years ago.
2? Kate didn't tell me 2.
Kate?
Oh, look, I made her tell me. I want you to know I don't think any less of you.
All right, all ladies not wearing brassieres, over here on the couch. Where you going? The party's getting interesting.
How could you not think less of me?
Look, I'm sure at the time you had your reasons. And I really can't wait to hear them. Maybe I should have asked Keys about the contract.
Oh, honey, stop worrying.
Well, this is almost the last of it.
Ew, somebody put a cigar out in the onion dip.
Bet you was your boyfriend.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
Oh, come on, Allie. I only joke about it, so you'll know it's no big deal.
It's not what you said about Phyllis. I believe the word you used was pitiful.
She's dating him now. You dated him a long time ago, and I happen to know that your taste has definitely improved.
Jenny's in a cab on her way uptown, and I'm on my way to bed to pass out unless you guys need me for something.
I think you've done enough for one evening.
Why are you using that tone of voice?
What tone of voice?
That I'd really like to push your face into the dip tone of voice.
She's angry because you told me about the gross secret in her life.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
Allie, I only told Bob so that you could relax and have some fun at the party.
But you knew I didn't want him to know.
Allie, I made her tell me.
You made her. What'd you use, a whip? Thumb screws?
He asked me why you were so upset.
He asked you! Well, no wonder you crumbled. Thank God you never fell into the hands of the Gestapo. Thought you could keep a secret, Kate.
I can keep most secrets, but there are exceptions.
A secret is a secret.
Allie, if it's not going to do any harm and it's actually going to do someone good, then what's the big deal?
Right. So, was it his mind or his body?
Not helping the matter. I never would have told him, Allie, if I knew he was going to be so silly about it.
All right, no more jokes. I'm sorry. I promise.
And I promise to keep my loose lips zipped.
Cross your hearts and hope to die.
Oh, come on. I don't want to have to do that.
Bob?
Cross our hearts and hope to die.
Are we forgiven?
As soon as you finish the dishes.
Oh, do we have to do them tonight?
I'll do them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can't sleep. I got too much on my mind about this contract deal. I feel like such a flop.
Oh, Bob, you're not.
Bob, I really wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure everything's going to be all right.
You haven't heard anything, have you?
Believe me, if she's heard something, the whole world would know.
Okay, I got my stuff. Tell Mom and Kate I said hi.
Okay, see ya.
Hi, guys. What are you still doing here?
Oh, I left a book in Chip's room. Hey, what's in the box?
It's a crystal goblet to replace the one that Joe Gross broke last night.
You mean the one with the stupid laugh?
And even stupider jokes?
Yeah. You guys know where the scissors are? I want to wrap this.
I think they're in my room.
Why do you want to wrap the glass?
It's a present for your mom. I kind of blew it last night. I want to make it up to her.
What'd you do?
Well, I told Bob that your mom went out with Joe Gross once, and he teased her all night, and she got upset.
Mom dated Carrie Grunt?
Oh, guys, listen.
No way, Kate. You must be thinking of somebody else's mom.
No,
Hi, guys. Sorry. Dinner's going to be a little late tonight. 2 carts collided at the produce section. I was held up by rubberneckers.
Mom, did you really go out with Joe Gross?
What?
Kate just told us about your fling with Mr. Mouth.
You didn't kiss him or anything, did you?
Oh, give her a break. I mean, she had just gotten divorced. She was very lonely.
I'm sorry. I guess I didn't realize how bad things were for you back then.
I didn't think you were that desperate.
Guys, can I have a moment alone with Kate, please?
Sure. I gotta get going anyway.
Boy, I'm really glad Bob came along. I don't think I could handle being Chip Gross.
You do one silly little thing, they never let you forget it.
Kate, why did you tell them about Joe? You crossed your heart and hoped to die, remember?
Yes, but...
But nothing. You should be on your last legs by now.
Wait a minute. I promised not to tell any more secrets. I thought that one was already out of the bag.
3 people knew. You, me, and Bob. It was hardly public domain.
I'm sorry, Allie. I just didn't know it was still a secret. Here.
What is it?
Well, it's something I got you to make up for last night. Now, today, I was going to wrap it, but I thought I better give it to you right away.
Oh, how nice.
It's to make up for the one that Joe Gross broke.
That's very sweet of you, thank you.
I really do feel bad.
Well, you can stop feeling bad.
Really?
Really. From now on, if I have a secret and I don't want it to get around, I just won't tell you.
Well, that's not very nice.
I'm sorry, Kate, but you're just not the kind of person that can keep a secret.
That is not true. I happen to be keeping a secret right now that I'm dying to tell you, but I can't.
Forget it, Kate. It won't work.
What won't work?
You're pretending to have a secret so that I will beg you to tell me, but of course you won't because you want to prove to me that you can keep a secret.
There really is a secret.
Yeah. Right.
It's about Bob.
What about Bob?
My lips are sealed.
Fine.
It's about Bob's boss, Brian.
What about him?
Read my sealed lips.
Kate, if there is a secret, you better tell me. And if you're lying, then you're going to have to go out and get a much better present than that crummy wine glass.
If I tell you a secret just to prove there is a secret, will you still believe that I can keep a secret and that I'm not a blabbermouth?
Yes, now start blabbing.
Okay, but you can't tell anyone.
Right. What is it?
Bob's boss is going to a broadcasting convention this weekend, and he invited me to go along with him.
What? Shh.
He really came on to me at the party.
I can't believe that.
I have been working out, you know.
I can believe he came on to you. Everyone comes on to you, but I can't believe you fell for it.
He sounded very serious. He sounded very sincere, and he asked me not to tell anyone.
Why not?
Because he felt that Bob would be very uncomfortable. You know, him going around with your best friend.
Wait a minute. He knows how close we are, so he wouldn't ask you to go away with him if he wasn't going to pick up Bob's option.
Maybe. But remember, don't tell Bob.
Don't worry. I can keep a secret. Hi. What are you looking at?
The city. It's bare, just like my soul. I'm so depressed.
Oh, don't be. Now, we don't know anything for sure, but I got a feeling everything's going to work out all right.
Keys didn't give me a hint last night.
I don't know. I think there is more to Mr. Keys than meets the eye. Don't worry.
Allie, I'm a week away from unemployment. Moving back here and having to worry about rent for the first time in 20 years.
I can't stand seeing you this way. I happen to know that Keys is picking up your option next week.
How do you know?
Well, he asked Kate to go away with him for the weekend, and he wouldn't have done that if he wasn't going to pick up your option, knowing how close we are.
Keys and Kate? What about his wife?
Keys is married?
Yeah, to a nice lady, I hear. What a bum.
Kate! I can't believe that, Bob.
What? What happened?
You can't go away with keys. Bob just told me he's married.
Oh, really? How did Bob happen to bring that up?
Well, she told me that he asked you out for the weekend, and I told her about the wife.
Allie!
I'm sorry, Kate, but he was so depressed. I had to tell him, and I had to tell you, but you set me up.
He never asked me. I made the whole thing up.
Oh, Kate.
What is going on?
She had to prove that I couldn't keep a secret either.
Which you couldn't if keeping it meant hurting someone you loved.
I hate it when you do that.
That's why I told Bob about Joe Gross.
She's right, you know.
Okay. I'm sorry, Bob. I thought for a minute there that I knew whether Keys was picking up your option or not.
He is.
He is? How do you know?
He told me. But he asked me to keep it a secret because he wants to surprise you. The only reason I'm telling you is because I happen to care more about you two than I care about him.
You're making this up.
Okay, I'm making it up.
You're not making it up, are you?
No.
Kate, is this the truth?
Yes!
I believe you.
Well, if you want to.
You are making this up.
Whatever you want to believe is fine.
It's not what I want to believe.
Well, then don't believe it.
Believe what? I forgot what side I'm on.
It all started when you told me not to tell Bob that you'd gone out with Joe Gross 4 times.
3.
3?
Yeah, 3. The first one in his family to go into hansom cabs. The family was into ranching out west, but this horse had a little filly that worked at the Belmont racetrack, so the horse moved to New York to be near her. He's lucky to have the job. Hey, you want to go to the zoo and see what animals decided to work there?
Yeah, maybe they'll let you ride a lion. You know how to get to the zoo?
Yeah. Zoo, please. I know it's here somewhere.
Is this your first trip to the IRS?
Yes, we've never done this before. And we're never going to do it again.
Kate, we haven't done anything.
Then why are we getting audited?
Ah, here it is. Here's the receipt.
On a Bloomingdale's bag?
I didn't have a notebook.
Well, you were at Bloomingdale's. Why didn't you buy one?
I couldn't afford one.
We barely manage as it is.
Well, you managed to take deductions that aren't accepted.
Like what?
Like these food bills? How do I know which are business and which are personal? There were 4 people living in your household.
Oh, you don't know us, Mr. Stone. We eat like birds. I know that I personally could not consume more than, what, $3 worth of food a day.
If that much.
My daughter, 2. My frail son, 1. Kate hardly eats at all.
You know what they say about being too rich or too thin? Not that we're too rich, that's why I'm so thin.
Well, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt where possible, and I'll take this down to 3,283. Let's make that 75. $3,275.
That we owe you.
The IRS is happy to accept checks.
Oh, checks, great. We thought you wanted money.
Will you at least give us some time?
How does 10 to 20 sound?
Ha! King me, and it's all over. Where are you gonna move? If you move this one here, then this guy gets him. If you move this one here, then I have him trapped there. You're finished, wiped out, dead meat. I've annihilated you.
But with grace. Good game, Chip.
Call me Dan.
Dan?
Right, I can't stand the name Chip anymore. Sounds like a dog's name. How does Dan sound to you?
Not bad.
Strong?
Yeah, Dan's a strong name. I mean, there was Dan Fouts, one of the strongest quarterbacks in the NFL.
But Sly, like Sly Stallone, is strong and dangerous. I think I'll go with Sly.
It's fine with me, but I don't think your mom's gonna let you change your name.
Hi, Mom. I'm going to change my name, okay?
Eventually, we'll all have to.
Great, thanks.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem. I'll take us out to dinner.
I don't want to go to jail.
All right, we'll stay in tonight. Did I miss something between here and the door?
A lot.
Our business was audited today for last year.
Uh-oh. How bad?
Very.
How very?
300,000.
300,000?
Might as
as well be. $3,275.
Whoa, do you have it?
Do we have $3,275? I married a crazy man. I'm going to jail, and my frail son is going to be home alone with a crazy person.
First of all, you are not going to jail, so stop worrying about that.
How can you be so sure? We don't have the money, and we don't have any way of getting it. And the longer that we don't pay it, the higher the interest charges go.
Oh. Have any big jobs coming up?
Oh, I got the Henderson study. That's 8 people. Well, that should net us $100, and then we have these 2 luncheons and your football reunion in 2 weeks.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. There'll be 22 guys, not 20. That's going to be a great evening.
Yeah, well, that and all of our other jobs put together won't net us more than $600.
That's it?
That's it. We thought we'd go to a bank for long-term loans.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Oh, really? We went to the Women's Fidelity Bank of Manhattan. You know, the bank that's owned by women, run by women, for women.
Mm-hmm. So what happened?
We didn't qualify.
It's for rich women who don't really need the money.
Do me a favor, Bob. For all of my birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmases, get me collateral. I really need it. Any color is fine.
You already have collateral. I mean, half of this condo is yours. For that matter, half of everything I own is yours. So don't worry, I'll give you the money. You can pay the IRS.
No way.
Bob's speaking, Kate.
Allie, I can't take money from Bob. Not for our business. I mean, whatever you take personally is up to you, but I can't take money from Bob.
Of course, you're right. Bob, thank you, but we can't.
Allie, I'm your husband.
Yeah, but you're not my husband, Bob.
Oh, you're right. All right, so I'll give Allie her half, and you can go to jail.
That's fair.
Thanks a lot.
No, listen, look. If you won't take money from me, borrow it.
You're kidding.
No, you want to be businesslike? We'll be businesslike.
Very good.
Go on.
I'll lend you the money just like a bank. Even charge you interest.
What? You charge your own wife interest?
Well, you said...
No, Bob's right. This is how we should do it. Business is business. How much interest, Bob?
Well, what did the bank want?
2%.
You lie.
I try. 14%.
All right. This week only, family special, 6%.
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah. Is it a deal?
Deal.
All right. Now, how much was it?
$3,275.
Okay, I'll write you a check.
Have you got 2 forms of ID?
Thank you, sweetheart. Did you say Chip was changing his name?
Sly.
Sly?
That's his name.
I went out with the Sly once.
Sly! Bring me the food section, will you, Chip? Maybe I can find a new dessert recipe in there. Chip?
Is it so hard for you to remember Sly?
Yes. Yes, it is, since I've been calling you Chip for 13 years. And what kind of a name is Sly, anyway?
Fine, forget Sly. Let's go with Mike.
Sure.
Hi, Sly.
Mike.
Oh, I was steady with a mic once.
Boy, that smells good. What is it?
It's for the Hendersons. It's scallop de veau.
What?
Veal.
Oh, may I?
Help yourself.
Oh, delicious. Is that what they ordered?
It's what we recommended. Why?
Oh, nothing. Just curious. You know, I never knew that when you cater, if you just make what you want or make what they want.
Normally, we recommend food, but if they have something in mind, they tell us.
Oh, I see. And the price varies according to whatever it is you make?
He's going for something.
No, I was just thinking, isn't chicken a lot cheaper than veal?
He got there.
Well, what if it is? My veal recipe is very French, and it's always well received.
You seem to be receiving it very well, Bob.
Oh, I love it. But no one makes a chicken and wine sauce like Allie does. I mean, that's French, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering, wouldn't it be better to substitute the chicken for the veal and then take the few extra dollars of profit and stick it in the bank? I was just wondering.
So we could pay you back sooner, right?
Hey, Chip, look at this. Look how much Dwight Goodness making.
Dwight's a good name. What do you think, Bob?
Well, Dwight Eisenhower preferred to be called Ike.
I went to a prom with an Ike.
No, I think I'll stick with what I got.
Chip?
Mike.
Of course.
Do we have to bring plates?
No, they have everything.
Plates? You have to do that often, bring plates?
Well, if there's more than 12 people.
There'll be more than 12 people at my reunion.
All right, but that's completely different. That's in a club room, so we have to bring everything. But when we cater in people's homes, usually they have service for 12. But if it's more, we supply the plates and the silver.
Oh, supply, huh? You charge for that, though.
Well, of course, because we rent them.
Ah. Well, do you make a profit on the rental?
Actually, we make a profit on the whole affair.
Gotcha.
Chip. Ike.
Mike.
Give me a break.
What?
Could you go to the linen closet and get me a couple of tablecloths and a dozen or so napkins?
I'll get it. But we having company?
It's for the Hendersons.
Have you ever looked into the cost of paper tablecloths and paper napkins?
Is there a football game on or something?
No. Season's long over.
I'll get it. Hello? Who? Guido?
Oh, got it.
Guido?
I tried it on a new girl at school yesterday. I'll take it upstairs.
He'll be right with you. He doesn't weigh enough to be a Guido.
My Guido had a great body.
Are your business books in here?
Yeah, why?
Oh, well, I finished reading the paper. You're working. I just thought I'd take a look at them, see if I could figure out what's going on.
We know what's going on, Bob.
Oh, I'm sure. I just meant that, well, I think it's time I take an interest in my wife's work. You know, this is the first time I've really watched you going through all the paces of catering a meal. You're really wonderful. You're going to have your debts paid off in no time.
Wow, what a mess. What do you suppose Bob's been doing?
Poor baby. He's been working on this stuff all night.
Don't you just love him?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Great. The veal was a big hit.
Then the chicken would have been a home run. Not because it's cheaper, but I've had both, and I really think the chicken is more delicious. Oh, I've got great news.
You found $3,000 under the cushion of the sofa.
No. I've gone over your orders, your canceled checks, your receipts, your menus, and I think we're on the road to making this a healthy and profitable business. You don't mind me doing this, do you?
Of course not.
Kate?
Oh, I guess it's okay. It's just that... Oh, no, go on.
Well, no. I mean, if you don't want me to try and help you...
I'm sorry. It's just that just because we borrowed money from you, I don't want you to think that we're dummies who can't run a business.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to feel that way. Good night.
Bob, no, wait. Oh, Kate, come on. He's just trying to help.
I know. I'm sorry, Bob. Go on.
No. You really don't
Spill it, Bob.
Well, okay. Now, idea number one. You've got to start shopping in New Jersey. Now, listen to me. I made some phone calls. The tax on non-food items is 2.25% lower than in New York. Now, secondly, the prices of such things such as produce and dairy is also cheaper. So I suggest you make a trip maybe once or twice a month to Hoboken or Tenafly. And, well, the savings will more than make up for the transportation and your time. You know, you might even enjoy it. You could leave at 8 in the morning. You'd be back by noon. That way you'd be going in the opposite way of the heavy traffic.
You're amazing, Bob.
Well...
No, you've known me for almost 3 years, and yet you think that I might actually enjoy going to Hoboken, New Jersey at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I get the point.
No, maybe you know an all-night fruit stand in Hackensack, New Jersey, where I could go and watch the sun come up, Bob.
Guys, it's late. We're all tired.
I'm a New Yorker, Bob. The only thing I like about New Jersey is its view of Manhattan. And I don't want to take a train at 6 o'clock in the morning to some succotash section of a Secaucus supermarket to see it! Huh?
We shop where we do, Bob, because we feel that that supermarket provides the best quality. We feel that's the best thing.
No. The best thing is to make money. Now, you either have to charge more or spend less.
Bob, your wife is no good at charging more, and I'm really no good at spending less.
No, what I'm suggesting is that you buy a lower quality of food and use your fantastic cooking ability to make it taste great.
We are proud of the quality of food that we serve, Bob. We are also proud that we can give our clients the best for less. We feel that is the best way to do business.
Yeah. No, it's not the best way to make money. Now, look, You can make whatever decisions you want. I made a list of suggestions here. You can follow all of them or none of them. I really don't want to impose myself on you. So, see you upstairs. Good night, Kate.
Night, Bob. Thanks so much for wanting to help, really. Spam? Never again, Ellie. Never again.
Maybe Hoboken is easier than Tenafly.
I'll never know. I'm never crossing the Hudson River again. Saving this business is killing me.
The food is cheaper, though.
Right. Did you know why the food is cheaper? Because it's cheaper food. Curved carrots, for crying out loud. They look like orange parentheses. And paper plates. We're actually going to serve a luncheon for 20 people on paper plates.
They're not paper. They're plastic and very nice.
For Roseanne Barr. Not for the East Side Literary Society. I am so embarrassed, Ellie. We've got to tell Bob to butt out.
We can't. He's working so hard. He was up all night working on the books, and he leaves us those notes in the suggestion box he made for us. And he got us that job for his football reunion. I mean, all of these things are important to Bob. He's trying to do the best for us.
And for him, too. He's got $3,275 at stake here.
Does entitle him to an opinion, doesn't it?
Maybe. You know what? What? If we could just pay him back, it would be easier to tell him to leave us alone, wouldn't it?
We can't pay him back, Kate. Even with the proceeds from his reunion party, we'll only have $1,200 in our account.
Then what? I'm not going abroad for soup greens anymore. Ellie, you talk to him.
I can't.
I'll talk to him.
Don't hurt his feelings.
Somebody's got to talk to him. He's never going to decide on his own to leave us alone and let us run the business our way.
No, that'll never happen.
Maybe we don't have to talk to him. Maybe we could just help him see it for himself.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mike.
Oh, I've given up, Mike. From now on, it's Werner.
I never went for the Werner. Back to Bob.
I call blue 29. Bob thinks I said 39. I'm looking for him in the end zone. He's standing right next to me.
You know, the best town is Cincinnati. The girls are perfect. They don't remember you.
So, I look over my right shoulder. No ball. I look over my left shoulder. There's the ball right in my face mask.
I think you're out of cheese spray.
Impossible. It says over 1,000 portions. You just have to shake it. Salami?
Yeah. Could I take a couple?
Oh, take all you want. We have a whole salami sliced up.
You got any olives or something? Some places they take the skinny little salami slices and they wrap them around olives. Gives them a little body.
Sorry, no.
It's okay.
Punch? Like some punch?
Geez, no thanks. I thought we might have some real drinks, you know? Scotch, bourbon.
Oh, sorry. The committee just said drinks. They never specified whiskey.
What committee? Bob said he'd handle it himself.
Oh, you better talk to Bob.
Hey, honey. Where are your outfits?
What outfits?
You know, your catering outfits. They're very cute.
You don't like the way I'm dressed? I'm embarrassing you.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that, well, they're great. Why aren't you wearing them?
Well, Kate and I had both worn these before, and we thought we could get away with wearing them one more time before having them cleaned so we wouldn't get our uniforms dirty, because they're very expensive to be cleaned, and they have to be cleaned after each wearing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good thinking.
Bob, can I talk to you a minute? No, thanks.
Yeah.
What you got, little lady?
Salami slice.
Oh, you got this little hot dog shoved up some dough? Shrimp, meatballs, you know, food?
You're going to get food in about 5 minutes. Don't spoil your appetite.
Okay, Mom. What's for dinner anyway?
Chicken croquettes.
Croquettes? Have you seen Bob?
He's over there.
You in charge of the catering?
Yeah, I am. Me and my partner over there.
I thought we were gonna have a band.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. I completely forgot. Stay right here. Hi, Bob. They finished all your hors d'oeuvres?
Some of them ordered out for pizza.
Hey, Allie.
Huh?
What's going on? You're giving these guys chicken croquettes for dinner?
Uh-huh. Aren't you proud? I took all the leftover chicken and I chopped it up really fine and added some breadcrumbs and I got it in Hoboken at a considerable savings, I might add, and made millions of croquettes. They're gonna love them.
What?
Croquettes!
Hey, Lawrence! Cool it. They're not gonna love them. Real men don't eat croquettes.
Real men prefer steak and roast beef.
Exactly.
Do you know how much that would cost, Bob?
Well, I gave you $40 a guy. I mean, that should be enough to make a handy profit and buy Lawrence a monkey.
Sure, at $8 a plate. This way, you make a profit of $22 a plate. We'll be able to pay you back in no time.
I think you're paying me back in more ways than one. This is your little way of telling me that I shouldn't interfere with your business, isn't it?
It's not my way, it's Kate's way.
All right. I'm sorry, I apologize. I learned my lesson. I quit.
You're not hurt?
No, not now, but I will be after those guys get a hold of me.
No, you won't. Uno momento. Dinner is served! When you were married, did you ever borrow money from Max?
Max, the king of the IOUs? No, he used to try to steal change out of my purse.
Down off your soapbox.
An acre and a half.
$4.5 million. Haven't got it.
Half an acre.
What do I look like, Donald Trump?
A blade of grass.
You're getting warmer.
Mulch?
Mm-hmm.
She was a sultry job, long limbs swathed in satin. The gold chain on her ankle glittered and drew his eye from the pool of blood on the carpet. Wow.
She did it.
How do you know?
The anklet's a dead giveaway. Nice girls don't wear jewelry below the waist.
It's a wonder that Jenny turned out as normally as she did.
Oh, that's Lou. Bob and Chip invited him over to watch the game.
Hello, old gorgeous one, for whom I'd shave my eyeballs if that were thy wish.
Hi, Lou.
For that I get high Lou, that must be some book.
Detective story.
Oh, really? I like those. What's the scam?
Listen to this. He felt her hot breath on his neck as he bent down to examine the corpse.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, keep going.
You've got to help me, she begged. Malone is trying to frame me.
Come on, go on, go on.
I'm not going to read you the whole book, Lou.
You know, you women are all alike. You give a guy a little taste, and as soon as his curiosity's aroused, bada beep, you shut the book on him.
I'll loan it to you when I'm through, okay?
Nah, forget it. Just let me know when the movie comes out.
You ought to try reading, Lou. You might like it.
Hey, I know how to read. I went to school, okay? What's it to you anyway?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean anything by it.
Hey, Lou, ready for the game?
Yeah, hey, bet.
Hey, Mom, we need some snacks.
I bet I know what goes great with baseball.
Apple pie.
Beef Wellington.
Oh, Mom, not again.
I think beef Wellington goes with hockey.
That's all I've got.
And she makes beef Wellington a lot?
3 times a day for the last week.
Oh, but it's not just any beef Wellington. It's Allie Barsky's individually wrapped beef Wellington made with Cousin Cabot's dough in a tube. One other one of those fabled fine and flaky products.
Speaking of flaky, what's with her?
Cousin Cabot is sponsoring a cook-off, and Allie made the finals.
If I win, I get my recipe printed in Cousin Cabot's country cookbook.
Congratulations.
Game starting, you guys.
Hey, come on, go Yanks.
Did you notice how defensive Lou got when I was teasing him about reading?
Yeah, I nearly bit your head off.
What, do you think I hit a sore spot?
Nah, I've seen him with Penthouse magazine. He must be able to read.
Boy, that Wellington looks great.
Better. It took all day to make.
Well, why don't you try and impress these doughboys with something simpler?
Like what?
Well, you could take some of that dough and wrap it around a hot dog and call it Cousin Cabot's Pigs in a Puff.
That smells so good. You mind my asking what it is?
Cousin Cabot's dough in a tube, beef Wellington.
Uh-huh.
And yours?
Cousin Cabot's croissant dogs. They're hot dogs rolled up in dough. My family just loves them.
You're kidding.
They happen to make a very fine and flaky snack.
Oh, I'm sure they do. It's just that my roommate suggested that I make them, and she called them pigs in a puff.
Pigs in a puff. Well, that's a really cute name, but I'm sure it's not the same thing at all. For example, does she put cheese whiz between her dogs and her dough?
No, she didn't think of that.
Well, there you are. My, that smells good. You mind telling me what that is?
Hi, how you doing? I am Kevin Cross, Cousin Cabot's creative consultant, and you are?
Allie Barsky, Cousin Cabot's compliant contestant.
Cute. Let's see. Barsky right here at the top of the list.
Are you one of the judges?
No, I'm putting the cookbook together. I'm just here to match names with recipes. Yours is called?
Cousin Cabot's Beef Wellington.
Very creative. You wouldn't believe some of the culinary catastrophes these contestants come up with. Try top that.
Okay. Are you claiming their creative concoctions don't constantly command compliments?
Clever.
It's a curse.
You've got a good eye, too. I really like the way you've styled this plate. Size is right, the color is good, it's a perfect composition.
Thank you.
Are you an artist by any chance?
Does an art history major count?
Not for much. That's how I ended up as Cousin Cabot's creative consultant.
That's why I'm a caterer.
Ah, so you're an artist with food. I'll bet you throw a beautiful buffet.
Well, I hate to boast, but I do my best.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have time to do bees with you. I gotta match up the rest of these names. But it was fun meeting you.
Well, you too.
Good luck. Hi, I'm Kevin Cross, and what is your recipe called?
Cousin Cabot's Pigs in a Puff.
Wait a minute. All right, who is it?
Man of your dreams.
Oh, if that were true, I would be afraid to go to bed at night. What are you here for, Lou?
I left my lucky Yanks cap over here last night.
Oh, right there it is.
Hey, what's with the PJs?
Oh, it's this book. Right after breakfast, I started reading it, and I haven't been able to put it down. The dick just got sapped, and the dame's on the lamb.
Ooh, sounds like it's turning out hot. Why don't you read me some more?
I told you I'd give it to you as soon as I'm through.
Come on, just read to me till, like, somebody gets ice or the dick and a dame hit the sack.
Okay. The blood on her hands was as red as her lips.
See, you never catch a woman like that wearing flannel.
Shh, quiet. Suddenly, he was... I don't know that word. Do you know it?
No, that is a tough one. Just skip it. Go on.
I have a better idea. My eyes are tired. Why don't you read it to me?
Oh, hey, sorry. Listen, I just thought of something I gotta do. I'll see you later.
You don't know how to read, do you, Lou?
What are you talking about?
You don't have to be defensive. That's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Look, if you're thinking I don't know how to read, you're nuts. That book's just got a lot of tough words in it like that other one.
Seized. The word was seized.
You knew it?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to find out whether you did.
I bet you feel pretty good now, huh? I mean, probably real superior.
I didn't do that to feel superior. I would genuinely like to help you.
I don't need any help, all right? I get by just fine. I do my job.
Well, how do you? I mean, don't you have to read notes from tenants? What about instructions how to fix things?
Yeah, well, if I can't figure it out, I can always trick some smart mouth like you into reading it for me.
Well, that just goes to show you that you are smart enough to learn to read yourself.
Look, I don't want to learn how to read, all right? You got it? So mind your own damn business.
Good going, McCardle.
You know, Kate, if you were a guy, I would have decked you.
You could learn to read, Lou.
Nah, it's too late.
It's not too late. You know, there's nothing stupid about not knowing how to read. The only stupid thing is not wanting to learn.
So So you think you could teach me?
I'd like to try.
Okay.
Geekbait. All right, 95 points.
Geek bait? What is that?
It's what you call a guy who's a geek bait.
It's one step worse than being a geek.
I was worried about Lou's vocabulary.
Lou really can't read.
I guess he dropped out of school when he was really young. He knows the alphabet and some words enough to get by, but he can't read a book all by himself.
So weird.
Yeah, I went to a bookstore and got him a bunch of books to get started. We're gonna have our first lesson tomorrow. There we go, all done. I win the game.
Acknard?
What's that?
That's one step worse than a geek bait.
She must take us for a couple of Acknards if she thinks we're gonna let her get away with that.
You wanna challenge it?
Hi, guess what?
You won the contest,
All right.
That's great, honey.
Well, I didn't win. I lost out to Pig in a Puff.
What?
So why all the excitement?
I did better than win. I got a job.
Got a job?
Well, consider it part of the business. I mean, the pay is great, and it's part-time, only for a month or so.
What are you going to be doing?
I am going to be making all of the food that they photographed for Cousin Kevin's Country Cookbook. I'm going to be published.
It's great, Mom. Your turn, Bob.
Hey, Chip, this is big stuff. So what do you say we celebrate?
Oh, thanks, honey, but I'm exhausted. I was thinking more in the lines of takeout.
You got it. What do you want me to pick up?
Mushu anything.
Come on, Chip.
Me? See you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
So who gave you the job?
Oh, his name is Kevin Cross. He's cute, he's smart, he's funny, he's handsome.
Oh, just my type.
Not really.
Really? Which one of those things don't I like?
Oh, no, you'd like him, but he's more my type than he is yours.
Really?
Yeah, well, anyway, I think he really liked the way that I prepared my entree, and I think he felt sorry for me because I didn't win the contest, and he came over afterwards and offered me this job.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. I'm really excited. Acknard? Anyway, he took me to a coffee shop afterwards, you know, to talk about my salary and everything. It's just that he's so
cute.
Yeah.
Allie, are you getting a crush on this guy?
Don't be ridiculous, Kate. I'm a married woman.
Married, not dead.
Just because I meet a cute guy does not mean I have a crush.
Well, I've counted 3 cutes in the last minute.
Please.
All right, let's put it this way. If Bob didn't exist and you were marooned on a desert island with Kevin,
I might let him take me to dinner. But Bob does exist.
does Kevin know that Bob exists?
Well, the subject never came up, but I am wearing my Took it off this morning when I was up to my wrists in Wellington.
Uh-oh.
Don't be ridiculous. I'll go get my ring.
I am so excited that you asked me to help you learn to read. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, what's this?
This is the book that we're going to start with.
Oh, yeah? Who's the redneck on the cover?
He's not a redneck. That's Farmer Fred.
Are you kidding me?
Well, Lou, you didn't expect to start with Shakespeare, did you?
This is a baby book.
This is not a baby book. Farmer Fred's Farm. It's a classic in children's literature.
Yeah, do I look like a child to you?
I'll make you a deal. We'll start with this one. If it's too easy, then we'll move on to something else, okay? Come on, let's go.
Farmer Fred's Farm.
There you go.
How am I doing so far?
Very good. You're already on page 2. Now start reading.
Farmer Fred
Lives. Farmer Fred lives.
Farmer Fred lives on a
Right.
farm.
Right, great.
E-I-E-I-O.
Go on reading.
His farm is big.
Enough.
What?
See the GH at the end of that word? That's pronounced like an F.
If they want it to sound like an F, why don't they put an F there?
Well, usually they do, but the word enough is an exception. You'll get used to it. Go on.
His farm is big enough.
Kate, I'm going over to Eddie's. Oh, hi, Lou. How's it going?
Hey, terrific, kid.
Farmer Fred's Farm. I read that.
Don't be gone too long, okay? Go on reading. Take up where you left off.
Okay, yeah, where was I? Farmer Fred watched as the sexy milkmaid bent over to straighten the seam in the stock.
Whoa, must be a different Farmer Fred. See you guys later.
Lou.
Come on, Kate, look, you know, this is not for me, okay? Tell you the truth, I had enough of
You're
this.
doing great. You don't have to be embarrassed.
Look, I made a mistake, all right? This reading stuff is not for me.
You didn't even give Farmer Fred a chance.
I don't care if Farmer Fred gets run over by Tommy Tractor, okay?
Morning.
Oh, hi.
How are things in Cousin Cabot's country kitchen?
Fine and flaky so far.
Ready for curds and a crust?
Ready? Make sure that the mint sprigs stay centered.
I will.
Mind if I have a date?
Oh, Kevin, I don't date. Okay, the next time I open my mouth, stuff a big wad of dough in it, okay?
It was an easy mistake. So, why don't you date?
It annoys my husband.
You're married.
Yes, and I didn't mean to insinuate that you would want to go out with me.
No, hey, it's okay. I did want to go out with you. I was planning to ask you out to lunch today.
You were?
Yeah. I'm glad you made a fool out of yourself before I did.
Thank you.
So, what do you say? There's a great Thai place right around the corner. Nothing comes in a crust.
You still want to have lunch?
Well, I still have to eat, and now that it's not a date, I don't even have to pick up the check.
Morning.
Morning. You want some coffee?
Have they invented anything that wakes you up without caffeine or tastes like chocolate without the calories?
Gee, I don't think so.
Well, then, coffee it is. Where's Bob?
Oh, he's on his way back to Washington.
Oh. You don't happen to know if he took my book with him, do you?
If he did, no stewardess is safe.
What does that mean?
Well, it's just that he was reading the book when I got home last night, and it put him in an amorous mood.
Oh, lucky you. So, how's that job going?
Oh, you can stop using that tone of voice. Kevin knows I'm married, and he's been a perfect gentleman about it. He even took me out to lunch.
Oh, long lunch?
Well, it wasn't supposed to be, but we got to laughing.
Aha.
Oh, all right. I admit that there is an attraction there, but I'm not going to do anything that is going to jeopardize my relationship with Bob. So why am I feeling guilty?
You shouldn't. I'm just teasing you.
I know I shouldn't, so why do I?
You do?
Uh-huh.
You haven't said anything or done anything that gives him any indication that you're not happily married, have you?
Nothing, I swear.
Well, you'd never ever cheat on Bob.
Not even if Paul Newman came in here wearing the jeans he wore in HUD and ripped open his shirt and sang Misty for me.
Misty?
Well, if they'd never recorded that song, Chip might never have been born.
The point is, since you'd never cheat on Bob, no matter how much of a spark there is between you and this guy, you have absolutely nothing to feel guilty about.
Morning. Oh, hi, honey. Listen, I've got to go, but there's toast and juice and tons of fresh fruit in the fridge.
Okay, have a good day.
Thanks, honey. Bye, Kate.
Bye, Allie. This is what you're reading in school? The Silver Surfer?
Yeah, the Silver Surfer is really cool. Been reading those comics since I was a kid. Oh, how'd it go with Lou yesterday?
Oh, he hated Farmer Fred's guts.
Those books are pretty boring.
Well, you gotta start somewhere. He ought to be grateful that I didn't start him with C-Spot Run.
Why don't you just let Lou read comics? I did learn a lot more from the Silver Surfer than I ever did from Farmer Fred.
Yeah, but that... Do you know something, Chip? You're a genius. And to think that you were just one song away from never being born.
Hey, gorgeous. I got the proof sheets. They turned out great.
These are the pictures that we took yesterday?
Miniature versions, yeah. What do you think?
Well, it's hard to tell. They're so small.
No, look closer. They're terrific. See curds in a crust?
Oh, yeah. But you can hardly see any detail.
Sure you can. See the gingerbread man and woman? There's chemistry between them.
Chemistry?
Sure. See that come hither look in her icing?
You're crazy. Oh, but the pork tarts look good. Well, as good as pork tarts can look.
You smell good.
Baking powder.
Cousin Cabot's cologne.
Kevin, are these pictures of me?
Yeah, I had John snap a couple while you weren't looking. I thought you might want a memento.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh,
Look at this one.
And so I quit.
First you tell me that you're guilty about something that you haven't done, and then you tell me that you quit your job because your hands touched?
It was more than that.
More than your hands touched?
Well, it was the way I felt when I was next to him. Warning bells were going off in my head. And it's noisy enough in there already.
Do you really think that something would have happened if you had stayed?
No. But if you care enough about your relationship, you won't do anything to tempt fate. What you do is you get a new copy of Misty, and then you take the first shuttle to Washington in the morning.
Smart girl. Oh, Allie, would you mind leaving us alone in the living room for a minute?
Who's that?
That's Lou. I'll tell you the whole story later. Hi, Lou.
Hey, you said something was broken up here?
Oh, yeah, that was just a lie to get you to come up.
If this is about Farmer Fred, forget it.
I want to apologize for that. That was so stupid of me to think that you'd be interested in reading a children's book.
I don't want to read any book, period.
I don't blame you.
No?
No, I mean, why should you be interested if her eyes were black as gunpowder as she aimed the .38?
I know what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work.
Any last requests,
Yep.
she purred?
I'm leaving now.
And as if reading his mind, she turned toward him, wet her soft, sensuous lips, and carefully, but deliberately, began unbuttoning her blouse. Slowly, one pearl button at a time. You want to take it from there?
He
admired
her supple.
Supple?
Don't tell me. Her supple thighs?
Thighs.
I thought you said GH was like an F.
Yeah, but in this case, it's silent.